Before you buy expensive ant killers, stop. What if I told you that the tiny ants in your garden aren't the real problem, and spraying chemicals could actually make things worse? In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to get rid of ants naturally using safe, organic methods that won't harm your vegetables. Before getting rid of ants, let's understand why they're there. This might surprise you. Ants themselves usually don't eat your vegetables. In fact, a small number of ants can actually benefit your garden. They loosen compacted soil. They help decompose organic matter. They even eat the eggs of some harmful insects. So why do gardeners complain about ants? Because ants often bring along another problem: aphids. If you've ever seen tiny green, black, yellow, or white insects clustered underneath leaves, those are aphids. They suck the sap from your plants, causing curled leaves, weak growth, and smaller harvests. But here's the interesting part. Aphids produce a sugary liquid called honeydew. Ants absolutely love it. In exchange for this sweet food, ants protect aphids from ladybugs, lacewings, and other beneficial insects. It's almost like ants are raising livestock. As long as aphids stay healthy, the ants keep getting dessert. That's why you'll often find large ant colonies near heavily infested plants. If you only kill the ants but leave the aphids usually come right back. The secret is to solve both problems together. If you want fewer ants, start by removing their food supply. Check underneath the leaves of your tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, beans, eggplants, and leafy green. If you spot aphids, don't panic. A strong stream of water from your garden hose can knock thousands of them off the plant. Repeat this every few days. You can also use an organic insecticidal soap or make a homemade spray using a small amount of natural liquid soap mixed with water. Once the honeydew disappears, the ants usually lose interest. Sometimes, the simplest solution is the most effective. One of the best organic products every gardener should know about is food-grade diatomaceous earth. It looks like ordinary white powder. To people, it feels soft. But under a microscope, it's made of tiny fossilized shells with razor-sharp edges. When ants crawl across it, the powder damages their protective outer coating. They gradually dry out and die naturally. Simply sprinkle a thin ring around raised beds, along ant trails, or around the outside of containers. One important tip: it only works when it's dry. After rain or watering, you'll need to apply another light layer. And always make sure you're buying food-grade, not pool-grade diatomaceous earth. This one surprises many gardeners. Ants hate cinnamon. Not because it's poisonous, because it overwhelms their sense of smell. Ants communicate using invisible scent trails. That's how thousands of ants know exactly where to find food. When you sprinkle ground cinnamon across those trails, the ants become confused. It's like removing every road sign from a highway. Suddenly, they don't know where to go. Sprinkle cinnamon around garden beds, greenhouse entrances, containers, or anywhere ants frequently travel. Your garden will smell wonderful, and your vegetables won't be harmed. Another household product that works surprisingly well is white vinegar. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water. Spray it directly onto ant trails, garden paths, bricks, stones, and around the outside of raised beds. The vinegar completely erases the ants' scent trail. Without those invisible chemical signals, worker ants become lost, and fewer ants follow the same route. Just remember, don't spray vinegar directly onto your vegetable leaves. It can damage tender plants. Aim for the soil, hard surfaces, or pathways instead. If you can find the main ant colony away from your vegetables, boiling water is one of the fastest organic solutions. Boil a kettle. Carefully pour the hot water directly into the nest entrance. This can destroy a large portion of the colony within minutes. However, never pour boiling water close to tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, or any plant roots. Hot water doesn't know the difference between an ant and a tomato root. Use this method only when the nest is safely away from your crops. Don't throw away yesterday's coffee grounds. Many gardeners spread used coffee grounds around ant nests. The strong smell seems to discourage ants from staying nearby. Coffee grounds also improve compost and add organic matter to the soil over time. While scientific studies show mixed results, thousands of home gardeners swear by this trick. Since it's free, it's certainly worth trying. Here's something many experienced gardeners understand. The healthiest gardens don't rely on pesticides. They rely on nature. Ladybugs can eat dozens of aphids every day. Latung larvae are sometimes called aphid lions because they consume so many soft-bodied insects. Birds, spiders, and ground beetles also help control pest populations naturally. Want more beneficial insects? Plant flowers like alyssum, dill, fennel, calendula, cosmos, or yarrow near your vegetables. Soon your garden becomes its own natural pest control system. The fewer aphids you have, the fewer ants you'll see. Sometimes ants aren't coming for your plants. They're coming for food you've accidentally left behind. Overripe tomatoes, fallen fruit, sweet drinks, pet food, even sugary compost materials. Harvest vegetables regularly. Pick up fallen fruit. Keep compost covered. Remove anything sweet that's attracting ants. A clean garden is much less inviting to unwanted visitors. When people see ants, they often buy the strongest insect killer they can find. But that can create a much bigger problem. Chemical pesticides don't just kill ants. They can also kill bees, butterflies, ladybugs, earthworms, and many of the insects that naturally protect your vegetables. Once those helpful insects disappear, harmful pests often become even worse. That's why experienced organic gardeners focus on building a balanced ecosystem instead of trying to eliminate every insect. Remember, not every bug is your enemy. Some are your best gardening partners. The next time you notice ants in your vegetable garden, don't panic. Take a closer look. Are there aphids nearby? Where is the colony? Can you solve the problem naturally before reaching for chemicals? Most of the time, the answer is yes. Use food-grade diatomaceous earth. Sprinkle cinnamon. Break their scent trails with vinegar. Remove aphids. Encourage beneficial insects. Keep your garden clean. These simple organic methods protect not only your vegetables, but also your soil, pollinators, and the environment. Healthy gardens aren't built with stronger chemicals. They're built with smarter gardening. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another gardening tip. And now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever dealt with ants in your vegetable garden? Which natural method worked best for you? Leave a comment below. I read every single one. Thanks for watching. Happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next video.